Hello beautiful people. So today I'm going to be talking to you about other means which you can come into Canada without a job offer. I've gotten a lot of messages saying that they've not been able to get job offers, and are there other means to come into Canada without a job offer or coming through school. So today I bring you good news. I want to talk to you about a particular program in Alberta, Canada, okay, that can aid you to come to Canada without a job offer or without school. Okay, so you want to listen to the very end, and if you know anyone who really needs this information, this is the best time to share this video with them so they can get this information that can help them get into Canada fast. So I'm going to be talking to you about the AAIP and the Alberta Express Entry System. Okay, so let's talk. What is AAIP? Now, the AAIP is Alberta's provincial immigration program to welcome, new immigrants from across the world into Canada. So currently there are 8 streams under this program and divided into, streams for workers and then streams for entrepreneurs. Now, the stream for workers include the Alberta Opportunity Stream, the Alberta Express Entry Stream, which also includes the Alberta Accelerated Tech Pathway. And then we have the Rural Renewal Stream. I've done a video about the Rural Renewal Stream. You want to watch that video, I will link it. You can find the link here, and I'll also link it in my description so you can watch those videos at your convenient time. Today we're going to be focusing on the Alberta Express Entry Stream. And to be eligible for this, you need to have an active Express Entry profile, okay? So if you don't have one, you want to create an Express Entry profile. I'll do another video about how you can create a profile for yourself, an Express Entry profile for yourself. Now, this affords you a chance to come into Canada without a job offer, and also it affords you the chance not to spend so much money on tuition just to school in Canada. So like I said earlier, for you to be eligible for the Alberta Express Entry program, you need to have an active Express Entry profile in the federal pool, okay? And your Express Entry profile needs to be at least 5 months of validity. It doesn't have to be less than 5 months. If it's less than 5 months, then it becomes invalid. You must also have stated your interest in moving to Alberta. So in the portal, you will see where you can express your interest of wanting to come to Alberta. So you must indicate that you have interest for coming to Alberta. Then the third one is that you must either be working or have work experience in an occupation that is in demand in Canada, in Alberta currently. So there are certain jobs that are in demand in different provinces. So you want to make sure that you have experience or you are currently working in an occupation that is in demand in Alberta currently. The last criteria is that you have to have a minimum CRS score of at least 300. And now you can calculate your CRS score if you use the I'm going to leave the link on how to calculate your CRS score. What that needs is, when you go to the portal for the CRS score, you just need to input certain information that you'll be asked. And at the end of the whole question, it will aggregate your score and let you know where you stand. So you need to have at least a minimum of 300 to be eligible for this program. What is making this interesting and why I'm bringing this to you is that candidates can now stand a better chance to qualify for this program if they have a valid job offer. Say you're in Canada already, you schooled in Canada, and you have a job offer from Alberta, from any Alberta employer, okay, or you have a work experience in Alberta, you stand a chance to qualify for this program. The second one is if you school in Alberta, like you say you have your master's, or maybe you went for a diploma course in Alberta and you have finished, you stand a chance to be nominated under this program. Those are for those in Canada. Okay, now moving on to those outside Canada, the top thing that is making me do this video is that you can now be eligible for this program if you have a sibling or a parent or a child. So you have a sibling here in Alberta who is here as a permanent resident, or you have a parent or you have a child, you can be eligible, guys. All you need to do is indicate all of these things in the portal. I'm going to leave the link, like I said. Once you have indicated all of this, you stand a high chance to be selected for expression of interest. Your sibling or your parent or your child has to be a permanent resident in Alberta or a citizen. So those are the 2 criteria, okay? And people are using this means to come to Canada right now. In fact, and it is a very, very fast process. I know someone I met 2 weeks ago who told me that they started their process in September 2023. They heard about this program. and they started to, they had a sibling here, right? And they started to, put documents together and they applied. And by December, they were in Canada. So it took them barely 4 months to get from when they started to when they got, selected and nominated and also, approved to get to Canada. So this is one of the fastest way if you have a sibling or anyone who has a sibling and is interested to come into Canada, especially Alberta, then this video is for them. Show them this video and then help them achieve their dream of coming to Canada. Now, this program isn't very new. It's about a year now. So this program has been in existence, but the sibling and the work part of the program started in January 2020, I think January 2023. Okay, so it's just barely a year old. So a lot of people don't know about this, okay, and it's really fast, okay. I'm going to be sharing with you the details of this program. Listen carefully to this. So it says on January 18th, that's January 18th, 2023, the Alberta Advantage Immigration Program, which functions as Alberta's provincial nominee program, added having relatives in the province to their candidate selection criteria for Alberta Express Entry Program. And this stream is managed under the AAIP. Okay, this means that effective immediately, which was in January 2023, candidates in the Federal Express Entry Pool who are listed, so you must indicate that you have a sibling or a parent or a child in your profile. Okay, so who are listed as having immediate family relatives. So we're not talking about cousins, we're not talking about uncles, we're talking about immediate family members, okay, who are permanent residents or citizens of Canada in the province will now meet added selection factor criteria. It means that you will be given priority over other people who do not have siblings. Okay, I know that certain other provinces do this. I know Manitoba does this, and Saskatchewan does this as well. Alberta does this as well. But so I'm talking to you about Alberta, okay? So this can further give candidates a better chance of receiving a notification of interest. So it means that once you've indicated these things on your profile, the government of Alberta would send you a nomination of interest, letting you know that they need you, okay? And further be invited to apply for permanent residence. So they are telling you they need you in the province, okay? So you must either have a job. So there are two conditions. You might either have a job that is in demand. You have experience in a job that is in demand. I'm going to leave the link. I'm going to look at the link here for the jobs in demand in Alberta. So these are the two criteria. If you have experience in any of the jobs in this link, then you can indicate it in the portal and you could be selected. You could be sent a nomination of interest. If you've watched this video to this very point and you're getting value, guys, please do me a favor, click on the like button and support my channel. Subscribe if you are yet to subscribe, because my channel is the best channel where you can get tips, strategies to make your dreams of immigration very fast. Thank you for doing so. Or if you have an immediate family member in Alberta, you also need to indicate it, then you can be selected as well. So note that eligibility is based on information candidates submit to their profile in the Federal Express Entry Pool. So if you do not indicate these things, there is no way the province of Alberta would know. So you must indicate. In fact, this is one of the ways my husband was able to get nominated by the Albertan province, okay? But his was job. He got a job offer in tech, and then he expressed it. He showed it there. He indicated it, and he was sent a nomination of interest. Okay? And once you are sent a nomination of interest, all you need to do is to accept it. Okay? Once you accept it and you pay the acceptance fee, there's a price for it. I think about $500 for Alberta. When you make that payment, then they would send you certificate of nomination. And that certificate of nomination gives you a 600 points, which you now need to be, to add to what you already have. Remember, I told you earlier that you have to have a minimum of 300 points in your CRS score to be eligible. Now, with the 600 points I'll be giving to you, it makes it a total of 900 points. Now, it means that in the pool, you are way above every other person. And in the next selection of draws that will happen in the Federal Express Entry Pool, you will be automatically selected to apply for permanent residence. And you can come into Canada as a permanent resident from day one. It means that you get all the benefits of a citizen, or the only benefit you won't get as a permanent resident is that you cannot vote or be voted for. But you can get every other benefit that permanent residents here or citizens enjoy from day one. You do not have to spend so much money going to school. You do not have to stress yourself looking for a job offer. You can come here as a permanent resident, but you have to stay in Alberta for at least 3 years. You cannot leave Alberta for whatsoever reason within 3 years because you have committed to coming to Alberta. Okay, so you must stay here and work here for at least 3 years, and then you can decide to go to wherever you want if you want to. Okay, so you can come here and then, settle here, look for a job here, build the life that you want for yourself and your family. All right, so moving on, it says to enter into this, program, candidates must first submit a profile to the Federal Express Entry Pool. Now, the reason why I'm reading from my phone is because a lot of people, I see some kind of comments sometimes when we make videos and they say this thing is not real, it's fake. Like, you think that we just come out and speak. For me personally, I'm going to talk for myself. I do a lot of research before I come to make videos, okay? So sometimes that's why we leave the links to these things in our description box. If you are saying we are lying or I am lying, then you mean that the government is lying. That's why I'm reading from the government's portal, okay? Okay, so it says to enter, candidates must first submit a profile to the Federal Express Entry Pool. If selected and issued an NOI, which is the nomination of interest, candidates must email a copy of the document to the AAIP and state that they are interested in applying. So if they send you a nomination of interest, you need to get back to them, expressing your interest, saying that you are interested, okay? If the AIP determines that the candidate meets the minimum eligibility criteria, they will receive an email inviting them to apply to the program. From here, candidates must submit an application to apply and will receive an additional 600 CRS points. I told you already, in the federal pool. Complete applications are then placed in a pool of eligible applications for processing. Guys, this is one of the easiest means to get nominated and become a permanent resident, either from abroad or if you are here already in Canada. So if you are in Canada already but you're not in the province of Alberta, but you can get a job offer in Alberta, especially if it's a tech job, then you will get eligible for this program. And if you are outside Canada currently and you are interested, you have a sibling here, or you have a job that is in one of the occupation in demand in Alberta currently, you can also indicate it and you can be selected. Or you have a job offer in Alberta that is in demand as well, then you can also be selected. So these are the 3 conditions, guys. I hope that this video would help you to, make your plans easier and get yourself here in Canada if that is your interest. I trust God to make all your dreams come true, guys. See you on the very next one. Be good.